Before we get started with today's interview, just a quick reminder, click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell so that you don't miss any of the great interviews that we have coming up. Now, on to today's interview. Welcome back, everybody. Today, my guest is Tom Gerou of TomGerouMusic.com. His piece on the new Federation Festivals list is Half an Orange. Welcome, Tom.
It's a pleasure to be here and looking forward to discussing Half an Orange.
Half an Orange is this really delightful little piece in 3/4 time. It feels like a waltz. Talk to us about what your process was putting together Half an Orange.
Well, this piece actually started, I found a visual of an orange and I went with that. And then I thought, what could I name the piece? Half an Orange just flows off the tongue. So it's sort of, you chuckle just from the title. In the waltz, I think the most unique thing in it is the first two measures where it's a hemiola. The student can be shown to count it in two. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That comes back again so that we don't waste that skill of developing it. And I use that as sort of a contrary feel in the piece. But I think that's the most unique part of the piece, is that cross rhythm that begins and comes again later. Makes it more interesting in that. The rest of it is just a waltz that's a singable tune that flows around and allows the student to play very simple accompaniments, which are basic intervals. And I keep it very carefully chosen. I don't run around and put in octaves or sevenths. I keep it to a small hand position. I know my audience here. So I also very carefully, if they're going to play hands together, I'm very careful how they're going to play hands together. Is it tied over? Is there too much activity between the hands? I'm very careful on that. That is all in the editing process, to self-edit myself, to make sure I understand that, but only to the point where it doesn't interfere with the musical content. It needs to sound great. So I need to come up with that solution that is the right solution.
Absolutely. What are some strategies that you can give us for those moments where we do have to sustain a melody note in one hand while playing some accompaniment notes, hopefully more softly, in the other?
Well, I think that playing the hands separately so you can hear the difference between the hands, I think it's more than just the coordination, but it's the ear. And as we learn piano, we develop those layers of thought. From just holding a note and then playing softly in the other hand, that's a layer right there. You have two lines going on. And then when you get to advanced music, you may have 8 or 10 lines of thought in counterpoint and in tone color and in voicing. So at the beginning levels, we're developing those layers of thought. And so just to get the sounding of one hand where you're tying it over and then thinking of that second layer, and also overemphasizing the tone color. So if it's an accompaniment, yes, it'll be softer, but kick it down even a few more levels to ensure that it is softer. And then as it matures under your hands and in your mind, it balances nicely, but it will always be subservient to what we should be hearing over that.
That is great advice. Thank you so much. So, Tom Gerou, thank you so much for joining us today. Tom Gerou's piece on the new Federation Festivals list is Half an Orange. Thank you again.
Thank you, Sam.